Okay, I don't need the glasses. What to say about Shelley? Move up a little bit.
Needs room. There you go.
There we go.
I'm stepping on my dress.
There you go. All right.
I could start off saying that he's handy. Handy around the house.
In his own mind.
So he decides to take the lights in the house and says, I'll put dimmers, which is exciting. So now I've learned to go into the bathroom to turn my kitchen light on. Okay. Not the worst thing in the world to do. You know, okay? When I turn my bedroom light, my pool lights come on. We live with that, so I'm not really going to go into that part, but you know, when I asked him to put a DVD player in my daughter's room, and I thought that would be nice, you know, a little DVD player. I got a little nervous when he walked in with the drill. So I decided to just step out and let him go with that. And $2,500 later, the carpenter refinished the piece of furniture that came down, that hit the fan, that the fan hit Shelley in the head, that we were icing him, but she did get to watch Lion King that night. Very excited about that. But you know, the handy thing, I'm not going to get into.
You did. That's why she said.
I was going to maybe get into his security job. He's a security guard, and once in a while it's a little annoying during dinner, but you know, he's got to do what he has to do, and when the bat phone rings, he has to take that call. So he gets up, you know, he save that tongue, don't eat all the pastrami, I'll be back. And he steps out and he takes the call, which of course we all quiet down and listen, and he says, what do you mean Mrs. Eisenberg is trying to get in using her Steinmart card? That's not allowed. If she doesn't bring out her license, she's a non-inner. That's it. No, wake her up. Wake her up and get her license. That's it. Take care of it. He's back, he comes back. Got the job done. Phew. Then, you know, he also is now the Inverary Gestapo. So he gives a couple of, you know, tickets, walks around there, you know, checks things out, and, you know, it's not, I don't know what kind of job it is, but when, you know, Mrs. Friedberger comes home from dialysis, and she gets out of her car with a measuring tape, because last time she got a warning that her tire was on the line. So she's measuring, and Mr. Goldberg, who's like hunched over, I got it. You're okay, Ida. You're good. You're good. So I did go to Inverary, and I got some letters, really, from everyone that wrote to you, and but I don't like to use that language here, so we're going to let that go. And so I'm not going to really go any more into that.
It's so much more.
And one more thing that I'm not going to go into is, like, no one can stop a conversation like Sheldon can. When we are having dinner, sitting together, family, talking about our favorite subjects, which, sorry, but they're us. That's it. We're not interested, so when we hear, well, back in the day, when I was selling clothing, every face at the table says, this, the kicking under the table begins, and the rest of the meal, we are all getting black and blue.
Good.
But he knows his place, and he knows it's time to stop. So I'm not going to say any of that stuff. No. Boy, because why even go there?
All right, sure.
But what I am going to say is that Sheldon has become a part of our family. I don't know if I would take that as a compliment. Why?
partially neurotic.
I am giving it as one because you have been a grandfather to my children in every sense of the word. You have taken them, you have done for them, they love you. You couldn't be any more of a grandfather. Yes, you would scold them more. Not that your wife would ever interfere with that.
You want to see the whip marks?
Yeah, you know, it's just nice that you never have a bad thing to say about them. But you are truly a great grandfather. There has never been a time that you are not there for me when I'm sick, having a mental breakdown, need someone to talk to, having a mental breakdown, just wanting to like have company or just having a mental breakdown. You taught my son what a shovel was. He did not know, and I asked him to get it. He came out with a screwdriver. And you put a tree in the ground, and I was very excited about that. And
Has it fallen over yet?
it's up and running.
Good.
So we have enjoyed having you in our family. You're you became the rock of the family. And one last thing I want to thank you for is being there for my mother and taking care of her. Because if I had to schlep her to every doctor, let me tell you something. She is staying home or getting a nurse. I'm not going to do it. That put me over the edge. Tylenol, you get it. Your job. I don't want to hear it. So, but we love you.
Short speech.
It's too bad I forgot my speech. Because now I had to ad-lib this whole thing. But the other one was so much shorter. But we love you. You are the best father that I could ever ask for. You are the best grandfather. You're a great friend. You bring us together. We're more of a family and better for having you in our lives.
Oh my God. Wow, that was really short. Tracy, that was good.
Shame she didn't
That
have
was
it.
15 minutes.